Airbenders are very often thought of as passive and quite weak when compared to the benders of the other nations, but there is a reason that they had to become like this. The powers and abilities that the Airbenders grant are simply far too powerful for any society to hold without ripping themselves apart into endless civil wars and conflict. That is, unless they became nomadic pacifists, spreading their concentration of Airbenders across the world and swearing themselves against offensive violence. And the forbidden airbending power that we're about to discuss today likely directly led to this cultural shift. So what is this power? Well, hit that subscribe button and let's dive into it. So to start off with explaining this deadly airbending power, we must first establish the fundamentals. What we know as sound is actually just a series of vibrations through the air that can be understood by the human ear. Therefore, airbenders are able to sound bend, and we've seen examples of shrieking and other terrifyingly loud screams used by airbenders to debilitate their enemies in the novels. Knowing this, airbenders can exploit the properties of sound waves to do two extremely interesting techniques. The first is being able to attack someone through walls. All the airbender would need to do is use a very low-pitched sound wave to blast through a wall and hit the enemy on the other side. Of course, being able to control the properties of the sound wave so precisely would be a skill reserved only for the highest level masters of the art, and not just anyone. The other one is possibly even more scary, although it may be fatal to the airbender choosing to use it too. Instead of generating a low-pitched sound wave, if the airbender was in an enclosed space like a cave or a small room, they could produce a high-pitched shriek. This would then resonate and bounce between the walls of the enclosed space, quickly compounding into an intolerable explosion of sound. For this reason, you would absolutely never want to enter an enclosed space with an airbender you don't trust. Although, it would also be extremely hard to avoid the effects of his own technique for the airbender, so this would likely only be used as an absolute last resort. But let me know what you think about these two techniques down in the comments below, and if you would ever get into a small space with an airbender, tell me down below. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.